John Wick, man.
All right, welcome. So welcome to another night of Onward VR. I'm CallMech87 Gaming, and I'm joined tonight by the longest name in Onward, MajorCaptDoctore. How's it going tonight, buddy?
Yay! What's going on, brother? Looking for a good, exciting match going on here tonight.
Yep, I hope so. We got an exhibition match tonight between Grimtide and Rekt.
Yep, should be exciting. Both of these teams seem to be a little bit more on the aggressive side. Team tend to play a lot faster than some of us older guys. They got those quick reflexes and push really quick. So I'm really looking forward to how this match pans out.
Absolutely. So it's an interesting, so like I mentioned, this is an exhibition match. So a little bit of an interesting format tonight. They're going to be playing a best of 7 maps. And this is kind of a test of a potential format coming up for IVRL. But it's best of 7. Basically, teams, if you win a map, you get 1 point. If you tie the map, you get no points. And maps only consist of 1 objective. So you get a chance to defend the objective. And if you don't get capped on, you get a chance to assault the objective or take the objective. And then you move on. So 1 objective per map. Which brings it down to around the same hour and a half to 2 hours as the standard kind of format that we're used to.
Yeah, we've played this format a couple times now, and I really enjoy it. It seems to keep things fresh. You don't get into that slump on a map that you can normally get into if it doesn't go the way that you're wanting it to want it to go.
Yep.
1 OBJ. And then on to the next map. So I think it'll be great for spectators. So you get to see a lot more variety as far as maps go. So you get to see more of that in the rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed the few games that I played in this format. It has changed a little bit. We played a 9-map format the very first time. I think the 7-map is going to be the sweet spot.
Oh yeah, definitely. 7 maps was a lot better than the 9 maps. 9 maps, it went on for a while. I think the big thing that really slowed it down was in between each maps, the changeover in between each maps, teams getting ready, that type of thing. So 7 maps, I think, is most definitely that sweet spot.
Absolutely, and I think they're playing with shortening the amount of time in between maps as well. The map selections have to come pretty quick now.
Yeah.
Because I think that takes the most time, is the teams kind of discussing what map they want next, because it's not predetermined. As you play and as you learn the team that you're playing against, learn their tactics and the players that they have, you get to adjust by adjusting your map selections. So the teams will alternate selecting maps.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's one of those that it definitely puts a great spin on some of us that's been around the competitive play for a while. We get used to the 2 or 3 maps, sometimes 4 maps, depending on what it is, and playing that map all the way through. So you pick the team or the map that you're going to play based off of that. Well, I mean, with this format, you can be really, really good at a map, but each map there's always that one objective that you're not as strong on, and this one you have that capability or that possibility that you end up getting that objective that you're not the best on. So there's a lot of what if, a lot of suspense in this format, and like I said, I really do enjoy it.
Oh, that's good. So the first map the teams have chosen tonight is Arctic. Not the most played custom in the competitive scene, but a pretty interesting map nonetheless. And the objective the teams get tonight is the northeast here on the white van. Kind of an interesting objective because it can be capped from the other side of the van. It can be capped, I'm pretty sure it can be capped from inside of the corner between the van and the Connex box. So Grimtide, if they cap this objective and get the 2 points, that's a map win. So they can definitely push this one pretty early. And the same goes for Rekt. If they manage to defend it, or even if they lose the round, they can cap on the second round on their marsoc. We're just waiting for one more player to enter the lobby. So.
Yep. No doubt. Like I said, this map here really plays to both of these teams' strengths, right? They both play fast. They both play aggressive. This is a shorter map. It plays really fast. So I would expect to see a lot of utility and quick pushes coming off right off the bat here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, the spawn will be somewhere over here on this objective. It's, I believe, either the helipad or inside of the warehouse. Are the two potential spawns, or just in front of the warehouse?
I believe this one is over behind the helipad.
Yep.
Or, yep, somewhere over in there. So we should see probably. I'm expecting at least 2 to 3 players going north inside that little bunker or inside that little room and pushing past these Connex boxes here, trying to take control of the center. Once they have control of the center, pushing on through for that cap up by the van, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Trying to get the pointer on there, but we've had a couple. Oh, this is just the way things go. That's all.
All right, looks like all players are in the lobby and green, and we should be getting ready to go here in just a second.
Right on. I'm gonna hang out over here on the helipad and see if I can follow Grimtide on their push. Like you said, there's gonna be fast utility coming out over these buildings. I'm fairly certain of that. And here we go. Oh, false start.
Oh, yep. They're playing with your emotions. Here we go now.
They got you too. There we go.
Yeah. I was wrong. It's inside the warehouse is their spawn. All right. A round reset coming up.
You think so? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yep, there it is. I was listening to Rekt. They were talking. They had some technical issues going on. They needed a round reset. All right.
Yeah, that false start. That's a couple now. I'm playing with my heartstrings here.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. They got their technical issues done, and we're moving.
I have mine on my left. Well, you're gay. That's why I don't do it.
Mine's on my left.
I like my right side because I'm like both. Wait, what's it called with the left hand and right hand?
You're at a 3-2 split. Utilities coming out.
Yep, early smoke coming out from Rekt. Early frag by Grimtide. So just the opposite of what I said. They're going to be pushing in the south. And a couple people in the middle trying to secure the middle. Nice flick by Ghost Killer there, taking out Bone.
He's got the audio cues for Reaper and Mystery here.
Get out of here, stepbrother. You're so loud.
Yep, we still got 3 of the Rekt guys over here close to OBJ.
Oh, trade
Nice
there.
trade. Yeah,
Ghost
good
and Reaper.
trade.
I'm interested to see where NPC John here goes.
Yeah, I don't know how to say this one guy on Rekt's team, YQE. Seems like he's looking that way, but Scopey should have an angle if NPC John just sticks his head up just a little bit.
So, Rekt able to tie it up there. Grimtide, correction, able to tie it up at 3 apiece. NPC John got a little piece of Scopey, but not enough.
Yeah, Scopey rotated off. YQE is watching NPC John there. Should have had it. Oh, they're getting a little pushy here. Here comes the flash.
Mystery takes Scopey and Nova.
Oh, it's open. It's open. It's open for the cap now.
2, 1 left.
hate this microphone. Damn it.
It's open for the cap. NPC John tries to swing but gets taken out. Mystery is there. If you just roll, now he can rotate around. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
And YQE got it.
And Crusader.
Oh, yep. Comes down to a 1v1. Crusader finishes it up.
So they had a good
Nice
count
job.
there. Grimtide had a good count. Crusader was holding back that kill, waiting for the cap. That was a phenomenal play. That's aggression control. That's trigger control to not take that kill until you have to. Try and get those 2 points.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. Really good job.
Yeah. Top fragger on that one, and for the first round is Mystery, 3-1.
All right. Yeah, Rekt played a little bit more conservative than I thought they were going to play.
Yep.
They definitely had 4 back here by the OBJ, just kind of watching the avenues of approach there. 1 trying to push over here into the south. Did a good job. I think that was, who was that, Ghost Killer?
I think it was Ghost Killer originally. That was down in the south there, interior of the building.
Yep. Yeah, had a really good push into the room. Got 1 and then traded out there in the south.
You have to imagine when you have 2 fast teams on the defense, if you know your opposition is going to play fast and aggressive, that might change your play style a little bit. And these are notoriously fast and aggressive teams.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So Rekt has the opportunity now to come back, and if they cap, they win the round. If they take their offensive with just a 1, it's a tie.
Yep.
And if Grimtide holds strong on defense, then now they win the round, or they win the map and get.
Taking that first marsoc round that's liberating.
It is. Now you can sit back on defense.
Does let you be a little bit more conservative on your defense.
Yeah, Grimtide's looking like a lot like Rekt was playing there, kind of the similar setup here. We're able to take 1 Rekt there.
I think our next contact is going to be over here on the north side. Oh, that grenade almost perfect.
Almost. They do say almost doesn't count except for horseshoes and hand grenades, but at that time, it's not even hand grenades.
Not even hand grenades.
Yeah, I know.
Nova here might walk right into Reaper. Reaper's got nice and low. Got a laze right on that Connex box.
Yeah, so you can see Rekt is playing a completely different push than what Grimtide did. They are very north heavy, with 1 in the south, whereas Grimtide was very south heavy, with a couple in the north. Mystery could pick, yep, Mystery does pick up Ghost Killer there, swung on him in the south, bringing it to a 3v. Oh,
Wow, yeah.
make that a 2v5 now. Leaving 2 in the middle. Should have good numbers. Here comes Mystery. Oh, gets picked up. Good heads up play. Good heads up play there by YQE.
Golf ball. He's going to our southeast. It's a big ass dome in the center. Looks like a fucking golf ball.
Some colorful commentary coming from the players there.
Yeah.
Back in the center building.
I caught a little bit of that as well.
Sounds like something I would say in game.
Nope. A lot of onward timing going on here between Nova and Bone.
Oh. Nova is just that little. What is that?
Nova able to
Hello.
take Bone.
Yeah, that box saved his life. I don't know how many times.
There's a lot of bullet holes in that thing.
Yeah, there is. All right, Reaper should get Nova right here. Oh, that was some armor timing. Reaper was holding that line. As soon as he
Pushing
looked
in the
off,
garage,
Nova made his
cross.
move across, and then back again.
There's lots of
Crusaders.
time here.
Yeah, they may not be ready for Crusader laying down. They know. Oh, Reaper was able to pick him up.
Minus another one.
He
forward one,
pushed
first
his
down
luck
one.
one too many times. Nova, almost the same line.
I think, yeah, I don't know if Nova sees where Reaper is there. That's a really good line he's got. He's got the urban prone there underneath that van.
Yep. I think
He's over
Nova
by
was
center.
just able to go right underneath his line there. I don't think he's going to be expecting Crusader underneath this van here either.
And
There
a
it is.
trade.
Trade out. Trade out. Grimtide holds their defense and overall wins that map. Great job. Great
Alright,
job.
so we get to see where we're going next. So Grimtide able to pull down 2 points, two rounds on that map, which gives them the point. There we go. So 1 point to Grimtide right off the bat. It was a really good play coming out of Grimtide. They managed aggression really well in the first round, and they played the complete opposite aggression on that second round. Prone, underneath trucks, underneath vehicles, and that's it's one of the most effective ways to upset some of these more experienced players, is to just change how you're playing.
I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, no. Sitting there holding their lines. Didn't really get too peaky. I'm not sure Rekt was expecting that. So great job, Grimtide, on that one.
Yep. Looks like we'll be heading to Downfall next. Not sure what objective we'll have, but we'll figure that out as soon as it loads. All right.
You get 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
That's right. All right, we're just verifying. Yep. Okay, so we're good here. And we'll get you guys in to Downfall. I'm going to zoom across. So Downfall is a fairly unique map, and you mentioned this before. I think you say it best. Every building has an interior. Every building has a unique name, and it's one of the largest maps, if not the largest, of the vanilla, like built-in maps.
Yep, absolutely. So if you're a brand new competitive player, this map can be very overwhelming, because any building that does have an interior that you're able to get inside of normally has its own specific call out. Well, every building in here has its own specific call out.
There you go.
Not to mention south, and so yeah, this one can be daunting and a little overwhelming if you're brand new to Onward or competitive play. It's not like when you're in some of these pub lobbies and you hear someone say, 315 or something like that. You're like, what in the crap is 315?
Looking at the compass and just calling out a direction.
Right. No, everyone has its own call out. So I do enjoy Downfall. Downfall is very much so a team dynamic map, but it favors the defense pretty heavily. So Rekt is absolutely showing some gumption picking this one right off the bat.
Yep. So they're on the Heli Bungalow west side objective, and looks like Rekt is getting the southeast marsoc spawn. We might have a round reset here. I'm not quite sure. Rekt is playing with 4.
Yeah, I saw that someone dropped on there right before the end of last map. They had someone that dropped. Looks like they're going ahead and doing a 4v5. Coming out with some early lines, see if they can catch anybody crossing. Crusaders looking at those marsocs pretty heavily. He might be able to find one right there. There he is.
-1 twins.
Nova wasn't able to take out NPC John, but Crusader with this one-shot sniper and able to pick up that refrag.
This is a pretty tight defense we have here. Ghost Killer able to take mystery.
Yeah, right off top of Center Hotel. Looks like they do have one that's trying to push upper red. Bones he's gonna try to rotate out. Hopefully he don't get picked up here. In doing so, again, well, that's a risk here on downfall because it is so wide open. And when you try to rotate, depending on what angle it is, you could get picked off pretty easily.
Want to get a little bit of a broader. So we got a lot of attention on the West Road there.
Crusader hearing those shots coming from the south. Looks that way, but unfortunately Center Hotel's in his way. He can't get that line on the upper dumpster. Still got one trying to sneak his way up from upper red.
Yep.
And one trying to go center over by North Center Bungalow.
I'm gonna call him Equi.
Equi.
We got to make a decision on that one.
Oh man, your guess is as good as mine. Equi sounds great.
That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Equi, if that's not how it's said. But you knew what you were doing.
Right. So if someone knows, drop a line in the chat. Let us know how you're supposed to pronounce this. If not, it's Equi. That's you for the night.
That's me. I'm lower.
Ironically, he throws out a "that's me" on the radio just as you said that.
Scopey was checking out that helicopter pretty hard. Not able to find anybody. Rotates around just a little.
I really want to get a Crusader looking down West Road there. I'm not sure.
If Ghost Killer is not careful,
North
he could get picked up by Crusader. But as soon as I say that, there goes Crusader, looking off into the center instead of the south where he was. A cast or curse.
That's right. Every time you say something, the game changes.
I don't know.
That's
I
right.
didn't see it.
That's right. Equi is making his way up. I mean, he's pushing. He's using the terrain and crawling his way up towards two-story heli.
So this is something that we were talking about on another cast there last night. This map is very, very Volk heavy, very Volk favored because of all the building interiors and how far the marsoc team has to traverse to get to the objective. That being said, maybe Rekt picked this map because they're aware of all of those topographical features, all those nooks and crannies that cut those lines down, and it's hard to memorize all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you get into a map and you start playing it over and over, that map knowledge surely plays a load into it. Equi, knowing that he can get around here. Reaper surely has heard these footsteps by now and has called him out. But he's looking hard for Crusader there in Northwest Brothel.
So Crusader was called out, I believe, by Scopey. I did hear that come out before. Oh, Equi gets him.
There's the pickup.
Yep. That's going to force Reaper to do something here. You see him rotating around from that position, hearing those shots.
Yeah, it also gives Ghost Killer a chance to be a little bit more aggressive. As you can see, he gets up on Center Hotel now. Is able to pop up and take some shots there. Kind of act as an overwatch position.
Second floor HQ.
Reaper fires some shots, backs Equi off. Scopey has done rotated far north.
Oh, Bone and Ghost Killer trade.
That just leaves Reaper in two. If Equi can keep Reaper in there, this could be a cap.
I'm not sure if Reaper's checked his tablet there.
I think Equi's just...
Oh!
Oh! That was almost a team kill.
And there it is.
There's the trade. There's the trade. Rekt starting with just 4 people able to pull off the ever elusive marsoc win on Downfall, which is absolutely huge. Like I said, this map is very Volk's favored, so getting that first win on marsoc right off the bat completely turns the tide, just like Grimtide on that last map.
Yeah, absolutely. This we might see a little bit of this with the teams. Every map they pick having just a little bit more strength on that map. We also see that in some of the other play formats, but it can't be as consistent when you're playing 7 maps. You can't be good at everything, so that's why I like this format a little bit.
Right. Yeah. In some of the other formats where you can ban, you can always ban your worst map. There are no bans here. You play what you play.
Yep.
And hope you get a favorable OBJ. So.
And that's the other thing, playing only one objective on each map. This is a interesting dynamic, because you might be really good at a map, but get the objective that you're not really good at. Some of these maps, I think you were saying Bazaar. How many objectives?
Right. No, it's Quarantine has 12 objectives.
Quarantine,
right?
That's
so
right.
Yeah, you're right. So you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting the one that you want.
Yeah, and you're not going to be good at all of them.
Exactly.
So teams are spawning back in. Grimtide gets the same marsoc spawn that Rekt did. And Rekt is up to 5 players now. It looks like they picked up Silent Knight.
Silent Knight was in there for the first map, but he may have been the one that dropped.
No, there's just no point.
Oh, yeah, potentially.
They're probably gonna be aggressive. Like my ex.
As Mystery calls out that they're going to be aggressive, it looks like Rekt is being pretty conservative in their push.
Scopey's pushing all the way up into
yeah.
lower red. Mystery was able to pick up Equi on the west road, and now they have 2 center hotel, 1 right around lower red, and 1 2-story heli.
I'm not a fan of playing the exterior of these buildings. A lot of people aren't looking for it, but there's also a lot of contrast with that black uniform. So,
right.
And just as I say that, Scopey goes to find a better location. If we avert our eyes here to the mini-map a little bit, this is a really coordinated push by Grimtide.
Oh yeah, you can see them. They're starting to form that semicircle, and wanting to tighten that noose, so to speak, as they push down. Already got NPC John at the red truck over by upper red.
Someone's going.
No one really holding that cross between upper and lower red.
No.
I couldn't get them. There was like a sliver of the body for a second.
No, potentially. No, not. I was gonna say I thought maybe Nova. There we go.
Yeah, he's up there.
Now, if NPC John can take out Scopey, then that leaves the whole north wide open. But Scopey, I think, heard some footprints, steps. NPC John was a little crunchy. May not be ready for Scopey. Nope, not at all.
Headshot!
I just pulled off of that one.
Yep, Scopey was able to pick up NPC John and then rotate back in the downstairs as to not get refragged.
Oh, dude, I saw his forehead. I must have.
Really stalls that northern push.
There is a dude lower left. Not get him.
There is, in fact, a delay. Trip is axing if there's a delay. He won't find out about this for 6 minutes, but yes, there is.
Oh, shit. Crusaders in the dark room of lower.
You get teams that play each other fairly often. You start to know each other's play styles, so you're calling out your enemies by their name.
Right, absolutely. Looks like Trip might be jumping in.
I got him. He's still there.
The code Dominion. He
okay.
messaged me. Who's going to give it to Trip?
Oh, sounds good.
Well, Bone is definitely looking for Ghost Killer there at the bottom of Center Hotel. Crusader doing Crusader things as the sniper, a little bit far behind, and just now pushing up towards South Valley. I believe he had a drone up as well. I was trying to drone out.
The drone I always have trouble with on this map. Oh, Crusader right off the bat. Silent
Right.
Night.
One tapping. She's gonna free up a lot. Should free up the center as long as, because they got, it's got Nova and Ghost Killer kind of tucked in. The only line across center is Scopy, and not even looking for Mystery as he goes crawling towards the helicopter.
Bone takes Ghost Killer.
Yep, should force Nova into a rotation once Nova starts getting in that rotating. If he happens to rotate in the open, it's going to free up a lot.
Scopy able to take Bone.
Very
Nice
nice.
one.
Mystery still making that slow crawl. He's almost past Center Hotel.
50 seconds.
Gets picked up by Nova, who rotated up into the second floor, looking north. So, all down to Crusader and his one-tap sniper.
I've seen him do better. Oh, he's coming out with the Glock.
29 seconds.
Oh, picks up a weapon. Does not check the state. Does not check the magazine.
And Nova able to pick him up from there.
Yep.
All right, so that is a map win for Rekt.
That sure is. So on that one, top fragger, I'm going to give it to Scopy on that one. 3-0 on that map. Give me a moment to check the chat here, and we'll figure out where we're headed next. Give that point to Rekt. And looks like we are headed to Bazaar.
Ooh, let's see if we get that that Keyot objective. It's always my fear picking Bazaar on this format is it's going to be the Keyot objective.
That's always going to be the risk.
Right. It is not. So we're going to get that southeast courtyard objective.
All right, so
Pretty tough one to cap. Pretty tough one to cap.
I'm just going to get the... Oh, you already got the team names in for me.
Nope. I think your bot did that, man.
Nope, I had not pushed the button for that yet, so we've got another caster in there. That might be Trip testing...
Yeah, I believe that's what it could be.
Yeah, I know Trip wanted to test a few things, so that could be it. All right, now I get myself oriented. So it is at southeast courtyard, like you were saying. This is a very capable objective.
It can be. The only problem being that OBJ is so far out in the open, right? There's really no cover, so to speak, around the OBJ to cap in. So you're very exposed. You can smoke it, but again, you're very prone to get defenders shooting in the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're 100% right. There is no cover to cap that objective. I'm just cruising the camera around here, around the satellite. Basically, the cap radius is all in the open. However, the positions that defenders can hold are really limited. It looks like there's a lot of windows here, but to be able to cover that objective, they're either in this room, behind this stand, in that corner down there, or in this room, one of these two. And that sounds like a lot, but it's not a very big map, and it's not difficult to clear.
And here we go.
Are you crossing all the way back
It
here?
is actually a minor. You can't do that. Hey, you step away.
I didn't do anything. I said bomb.
6 feet from him. Down.
I think Grimtide's doing the COVID social distancing, keeping 6 feet apart there.
Oh, Ghost Killer is taken out trying to make a cross into the north.
Yep. And Yikui gets the refrag
-1, 4-4.
immediately. Wow, Crusaders made it up really far, really fast.
I'm gonna blue all over your road.
I'm actually in the bizarre blue room.
Go for pigs.
Good comms coming out.
Yo, you wanna play rock, paper, scissors for like group
Yeah.
forces?
I
Okay.
do.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I got rock.
So this distraction going on over here is actually
Yep.
pretty effective in my opinion. Mystery's going to be able to push up pretty
Yeah.
far.
Oh, and there's one all the way
Yeah,
to
it's
the
definitely letting his guys in the south creep a little bit further, and not to mention Mystery right down the center of the road.
Yeah, that's a risky push, but
He's in the window.
all that conversation in there, all those audio cues are giving Mystery the confidence that he can just walk right down the center of Broadway.
Oh, no doubt.
Now Yikui is... Yeah, Mystery takes Yikui.
Yep. Which should let Nova know that there's someone there.
Yeah, he's kind of head peeking in.
Hey, Crusader, good distraction.
All right. Mystery thanks Crusader for the distraction there.
Actually really helped.
Oh! And is able to pick them both up. Nova able to flip that and pick up his confirm his C4 and take out Mystery all at the same time.
This leaves Reaper and Bone working their way from the south.
Yeah, Silent Knight has a pretty good angle on to the south. If they try to push up any further than that.
That's a tight line through that window. I do like that.
It sure is.
That's pre-fire coming out of Bone. And if he pushes any further there, he's walking right into the lasers from Silent Knight.
Yeah, Reaper is going sneaky snake mode and starting his crawl back towards the center blue room. Bone may be the distraction.
I think that is the intent there.
As I say that, he starts making his rotation around that way as well.
Caster's curse.
Yep, 100%.
Reaper's got the urban prone now going. Now you do have to be careful in this situation. Bone and Reaper lining up. You can see the lasers there, kind of in one plane. Pushing down Broadway again.
Yeah, it'd be easy for someone to jump out and pick up one and potentially the second one. With the elevation change, though, one being low, one other one being high, it'd be a little difficult. But someone would have been able to get taken out from that.
I'm wondering if GT Reaper is being quiet enough. I know he hears Nova. Is he going to be able to sneak right up on Nova? He's giving hand signals there. Oh, that's a beautiful frag.
Great nade. Great nade. Perfectly cooked.
That's
Very nice.
we call that the Michelin star.
Oh, that was awesome. But that's gonna draw Silent Night and Scopey all looking this way. If Bone's not careful, he's gonna get picked up. Yep.
One flash, there's one still there.
But if you look at the two positions that they're in, they're the two windows that I called.
Yep. No doubt.
I think Reaper's going to be able to get a line on Scopey here.
As you say that, Scopey rotates over.
Yep.
Really looking hard for Reaper down the center there. Coming down to 40 seconds left.
Gets a little piece of bone.
Just a little bit. Yep, just a little bit. Scopey there. Scopey is able to pick up Reaper, leaving it down to Bone. Bone gonna push the same angle. Tries. Here comes the smokes.
Memorizing the code. He just dropped his tablet.
Bone does pick up Scopey.
And
8 seconds. 8 seconds. And there it is.
Silent
Night able to pick up Bone. Right there with 5 seconds left in the game. Great hold.
pull up the scoreboard here. Just about 1 kill apiece there. Nova putting away 2. Let's see how the second round goes.
All right.
There was only 5 seconds left in that round. That's
Oh yeah. Used every bit of that 6 minutes.
there was action
Yeah,
all the
you-
way through that too.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt, 100%. You got Sharkfish calling you out as the best caster ever.
I think that may be in response to some things I might have said about Sharkfish in Discord earlier today. Oh, false start. Oh no, there we are. There they go. Oh, that was there we go. For a second I thought that was Rekt shooting at the beginning of the round.
Oh, no, that'd be Grimtide having some fun.
South, but don't go south, okay?
3-2 split coming out of Rekt.
Yeah, Mystery's pushing forward but doesn't cross the center road. Pushing straight towards blue room.
They know our spawn. There's
But
one
then
in the
dumps
building.
into-
First building.
Refrigerator room. So they've got no one north right now. Nova pushed way forward, way quick.
Good smoke and cross by Equi. Little pre-fire.
No.
Hold your angles. Do not get kill hungry.
Ghost Killer
South.
sees, I think it was GT Reaper.
Yep. Mystery gets Nova. And Equi.
Oh, that was almost a great frag by Reaper. A little overcooked.
NPC John gets Scopey. Very quickly, Grimtide turns this into a 5-2 advantage.
Ghost Killer playing Ring Around the Rosie with Reaper over here.
One push me on the south here.
Now Mystery
Mystery picks
takes
up Silent.
Silent Night. Yep.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
50.
leaving Ghost Killer as the last one up. Here comes Mystery on the push.
Hard on the south.
And it slows it down. I think he may have heard the footsteps.
They just checked his tablet.
There it is. Good hold by Grimtide, picking them up one by one and then trying to surround Ghost Killer there at the end.
Mystery putting in the work on that round. Finishes these 2 rounds with 5 and 2.
Yeah, We absolutely put in some work on that one. Great job. Great hold. Makes it a tie. So we're still a tie game, right? 1-1.
That is correct. So the way this format works, if you tie the map, no one's awarded a point, and you just play the best of 7. You don't have to play all 7 maps if the number of maps remaining is greater than the difference, or is less than the difference between scores. So, if you take 4 maps, the first 4, then there's no use playing to 7. And if you're up by 2 and there's only 1 map left, then there's no use playing all the way to 7. So these games can end a little bit quicker under this.
And here we go, over to quarantine.
Quarantine for map 4.
All right, Trip must be gone because the names are no longer populating.
That's all right. I can take care of that in a minute.
And we have the Broken Wing Courtyard objective.
All right, so I'm just gonna get those names in real quick. We have Grimtide on the Volk start here. There we go, and we'll put you guys back in the action. And find that objective. So this is quarantine.
Yep, absolutely. So it looks like we are starting map 4, correct?
Yes.
Map 4, and we're roughly right around 49 minutes in. So you see how this goes pretty quick.
Yeah. So this would be what I consider to be kind of quick spawn for this objective.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Over there in the South Dunes, 100%.
Yep. Now I would be pushing that south warehouse behind the hospital. I'd be going there as fast as possible. So let's see how Rekt plays this. It looks like they're pushing 3 in that direction. Scopy and Nova heading a little bit towards the mall building there.
Reaper's already got him called out. He yelled out south. They know what's going on here. NPC John settling down in center burning with Crusader and his one-shot sniper in playing uplink.
How do you sound like you're edging? I am edging.
They do have Mystery and Bone. Mystery's going on a wide flank into the north. Bone's kind of settled down into impact here. Mystery has abandoned the flank, decided to take up a lineup on AC.
That's about to... I was going to say, that's about to pay off, I think.
Well, as soon as he fired, though, every laser Rekt was pointed his way.
I don't think I've ever seen so many lasers pointed at one person.
And almost instantaneously. It's like everybody on that side pointed a laser at Mystery. Everybody knows where he's at. When he did get that call out, you can see Bone is looking for that hole in Tank Courtyard.
Yep.
They really want me.
Gonna have to get off of...
Reminding me of someone else I know that likes to sing while they play.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. Reaper picking up a good spot here.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So Yeekwi tries a little diversion tactic with a smoke and then kind of swings a little bit further, but could end up getting picked up. Ghost Killer does pick up Mystery.
Yep, and there's a well-cooked grenade.
Oh, nice bait! Oh!
Little undercooked. That was rare.
A little bit. Yeekwi was able to see it flying towards his face and right towards the propane tank. So good heads up by Yeekwi.
Oh, there's a C4 throw. That was a good
Not
C4 throw
quite.
too.
Yeah, not quite far enough. Crusader is able to get Ghost Killer, and then Reaper and Yeekwi finish up their gunfight with the trade.
So this leaves Rekt at a 2-3 disadvantage under Grimtide there.
Yeah, they successfully fended off the
The whole south push there.
Yeah, that whole south push coming from the hospital. Which leaves the 2 in the north. As soon as they picked up Mystery on AC, they were able to rotate around. Got one going northwest alley, and Nova slowly making his way in here by the scaffolding.
Comms are good, but they're. I know Bones hearing a lot of this.
Yeah, no doubt. You got Crusader, who's rotated off of where he was looking there in the south, and now looking straight north. Nova, great pickup on NPC John, clearing out center burning, just leaving the 2 left.
So yeah, Rekt able to bring it back to a 2-2, and that rotation by Scopey over to AC. I think that's going to be effective.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Crusader heard that shot coming from the north, right around the impact area. So that's where his focus is right now, which allows Scopey to rotate around, probably come in around center burning, since that was the last kill.
Ooh, Nova is able to get in into Bones there.
Scopey clearing out his corners here, just coming up on the nose of the plane, clearing out all those little nooks and crannies where he expects someone to be at.
With a minute left, Crusader is in a pretty good last man up position. I might be a little bit meta.
It's not horrible. He definitely needs to be aware of Scopey and his ability to cap on the east side of that wall by the hole. But now that the smoke came out, that lets him know that Scopey is there.
Yep, and I'm surprised Crusader didn't take the shot there. He's still using the bolty there, is he not?
No, I believe he has a tar now.
Yep, okay. So I was wondering if maybe he had some trigger discipline there.
Definitely took Crusader's attention, allowing Nova now to sneak up from the west side.
Nova just needs to make some noise.
Here comes Nova. Should have a clean shot right here. Yep, there it is.
Headshot.
Headshot. All right, Rekt wins their offensive push, which puts them in a great spot here going into defense.
Yeah.
As long as they can hold off Grimtide on their defense, make a good defensive hold, they should go up 2-1.
Yep, Nova 3-0 on that map. That's the turning point, I think, on the offense. If you can go 3-0.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Great showing by Nova on that offensive push there. He had some really good rotations, and good heads up, knowing to go northwest and work his way in.
I think Tripp's just realizing that we noticed he was in there playing with the team names. So different spawn here for Grimtide.
Yeah, that far east spawn.
Alright, so I might die or I might
Expect to see a couple going straight down the mall into the garage and out the hole of Tank Courtyard. Trying to hold off the crossing to the south. Who did make it south?
With ease, by the looks of it.
Oh yeah. Yep, there goes 2 into the garage. Now, Rekt is sending 2 to hospital with 1 holding in center burning. They got 1 pushing up on the corner of AC now. Yeequee, picking up NPC John. Yeequee.
Now, I'm not sure if Yeequee's tracking that there was... Oh, maybe he is. I'm not sure if he was tracking there was 2. He said the south guy. Typically, I'd say killed 1 in the south. So when you said the south, they might not have had a good count of who crossed there.
Would sing it again. Running out of
Yep.
time.
Ghost Killer holding down AC, looking for a Crusader to pop his head up in that hole.
Yeekwi giving Ghost Killer some cover there, looking north over the AC building there. Just trying to get a good feel for this, because on the mini map this looks really dangerous.
Yeah, Crusader was able to make his way out of Tank Courtyard. He's now on Center Street. Ghost Killer still looking in the north.
Mystery does get a little tagged, looking for Yeekwi. And is able to get him. Ghost Killer in that time did down Reaper. Where is Reaper at, and is he gonna be able to give?
Like the
Yep,
wall.
good call outs. There we go.
Yeah, Crusader heard those shots coming from Ghost Killer. Tries to flash over.
Crusader in a dangerous spot. He's gonna potentially
Oh,
get
yeah.
pinched here.
Yep, he's almost sandwiched.
Reaper,
Reaper
does
does
get
get-
revived.
Yep,
Bring this back to
Um,
4 all.
yep. Bum was able to make a good rotation back.
Mystery gets Silent Night.
-1 by gas.
There we go.
Gotta be better at the game.
All right, their kill count is a little off. I just heard Reaper say it's at 44. So they are expecting
Yeah, we gotta kill
one
that guy
more
anyway.
than what they actually have. Which is better than expecting one less.
He's on the roof.
He just got off.
Mystery.
Mystery,
able-
great.
Fucking dead. guys,
Yeah,
come
he
on.
just downed him, which leaves Ghost Killer in a pretty decent spot to make some call-outs. Frees up Crusader, though, to start making that push in towards the nose of the plane now.
I think he got off.
Ghost Killer in a good spot to make callouts for anything in the north, but I don't think he's got visibility of this push.
No, they know someone's in center burning.
Pushing me, he's pushing.
Where is? Oh, Scopy. There he is, up on the 3rd floor of Impact, kind of acting as an Overwatch.
He's on the wall.
Tell you what, if they're not paying attention, here comes Nova. Or is that Nova? No, Mystery.
Crusader able to get Scopy. Scopy made some noise there when he dropped off that floor.
Yep. Here comes Mystery. Mystery's coming in. Crusader's coming in. Nova picks up one. Unaware that he's the last up, and they got 2 people on OBJ. Out comes the smokes. Mystery and Crusader are there. And boom.
Sub 4-second cap.
Wow. Grimtide picks that up with a cap, and they go up 2-1.
Yeah, Crusader with the cap. That was a very fast cap. That was sub 4 seconds. That was.
That was extremely quick.
Now that being said, top fragger for this one, Nova was 7-1, putting in work.
Absolutely.
We got James Boak in the chat. That's exciting.
Hey.
All right, so we're figuring out where we're going next. I'll get the scores updated here. So Grimtide able to take the cap and 2 points on Quarantine, giving them the point.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a great offensive push by Grimtide there.
I think we might need to reset points here.
And moving to Egress.
There we go. I tapped the button one too many times. So going to Egress for map 5.
Moving to Egress, and we have the hotel objective. This can get spicy. 100% spicy.
So if I'm right, there we go. Save. We're just. Yes, we're good. So inside hotel. This I love this objective. I wish I played it as well as I love it.
Yeah, there's definitely two ways of thinking when it comes to defense. Either set up around there and it's nice and conservative, and meet them at the door. So we'll see how Rekt wants to play this one.
We got a pretty standard Onward 3-2 split here. John and Reaper looking like they're going for the front door. Crusader, Bone, and Mystery coming from the construction side.
Watch stairs.
Nova is downstairs. I think Nova, Crusader are going to contact pretty quick. Right there, Nova's able to take Crusader.
Nice. Yeequy and Mystery trade out. Yeequy!
Yeequy.
Are we having a fight in the tunnel? Let me see.
As much as I want to stay down there, I think we've seen as much as we're going to see down there, other than who wins this standoff. Ooh, Bone able to take Nova.
Bone wins that standoff.
Bringing it back to a 3-3. That could be a round turning point.
Yeah, that definitely leaves the garage wide open for some rotations in.
Ghost Killer looks like he's pushing towards the garage, gas station there. Oh.
Yeah, the rest of Rekt are inside the hotel, playing pretty tight.
Silent Knight's got a nice line on the front door. I do like that. It's pretty impervious to flashes, but a well-placed smoke will do that.
Flashkin does get scopey.
Ghost Killer takes Bone downstairs.
Oh, Reaper able to get scopey up one more time.
Oh, that grenade is incredible. This is a cap all day.
That leaves Ghost Killer downstairs. That's a cap. If they push in, this is going to be a cap. Ghost Killer just now realizing he's the last one up.
Oh, never mind.
Damn it. Mother.
And he rotates back off.
I did not get the.
And there's the cap.
There's a cap.
Stupid, bro.
Yep. Reaper able to cap that one. And that is the end of egress.
That went quick. That was a sub 4 second cap. It's pretty
No doubt.
pretty impressive.
No doubt. Just like that, we're heading to Suburbia. Should make it 3-1, huh?
It should. I'm just getting Suburbia up on the score screen here. All right, so that's going to put Grimtide on. There we go.
All right. Expect a bunch of utility. Expect some fast pushes right into Volk Spawn House Garage.
Definitely.
I would say there's a couple of different varying mythologies when it comes to defense on this one. One being the castle defense, where everyone piles up on the OBJ. The other one spreading out. I do not expect to see the castle defense coming from either one of these teams. We're going to see some pushing and use of utility coming coming down pretty quick.
Absolutely, we are. Just, I gotta check one thing here. I'm gonna pop back over to our scoreboard because Grimtide has 3 points to Rekt 1, and there is only 2 maps remaining. Yeah, so this map and the next. So, Rekt at best can tie and push it to a sudden death overtime. But if they don't win both these maps, then the win under these rules would officially go to Grimtide. I do believe that the teams, regardless of the outcome, are going to play to 7 maps just to test out this this format.
Yeah, if Rekt is able to if Rekt is able to pull off the win here, definitely puts them in a better position to actually pull off the match. If they do happen to tie, then Rekt has to win the last 2 maps.
This is map 6, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
disregard. No. Yep, you are correct. Yep.
I'm glad I'm paying attention. I'm not sure if the players are. I know when we were playing this format, it was hard to keep track. Lost utility coming out right off the bat.
Yep, here is heavy lane 4 push coming down from the school bus. Mystery should be the first to take contact.
You're dead.
There it is.
What a good push.
Immediately refragged by Ghost Killer. So the remainder of Rekt is in the playground lane 4 area. See Ghost Killer heading towards the lane 3 center house area. NPC John
Lane 4 Hesco.
making his way into center house. Crusader going for a flank into the north. He's going to try to rotate all the way around into lane 4.
For some reason, it feels like Scope is expecting that, and he did.
Absolutely, he did. Way to shut that down. Bringing it to a 4-3 in favor of Rekt.
4v3 at least. There's one spawn house, one center. Let's push center now. Maybe lane 1 too.
Oh, Yeekwi.
Nice shot by Yeekwi.
That's onto that
Good
onto that TV position on the mansion there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're starting to flood center house. They're looking for NPC John. NPC John does get Ghost Killer there. Scopey's still trying to clear out the center house.
Reaper able to take Scopey there.
And just like that, we're back to a 2v2.
Oh. This rotation at Reaper, I think, is going to be effective.
I don't know. Looked like Nova saw it.
You miss.
Yep.
NPC John comes out of center house, making his way towards lane 3. Maybe have a line on Yeekwi.
Not quite. Reaper's going to have it.
Yeekwi picks up Reaper.
Yo.
Nova's telling Yeekwi to go. NPC John, and there it is.
Rekt takes the round.
Nice.
That was a really coordinated push.
I'm laughing at the conversation between Yeekwi and Nova. Nova told Yeekwi to go for the cap, and Yeekwi says, "I'm not a capper, you know this." Oh, I get it, Yeekwi. I get it.
Wait. There's one on every team, buddy. I'm liking the chat. I'm liking the number of spectators. This is good. This is working for me. Thank you guys very much for joining us.
Yep, definitely shout out to everybody watching. Appreciate it. Bunch of old guys getting together and casting Onward.
That's great.
Yeah. I think the newer generation calls us unks. Isn't that something?
I'm okay with that. So coming into the same objective. And Grimtide spawns northwest behind the lane 1 backyard there.
All right. Again, very doubtful to see the castle defense on this one. Started seeing people pushing lane 1, lane 4 very quickly.
Pre-fire coming out onto lane 1.
Yep. Scopey standing fast by the tank. You do have one heading into Silent Night, I believe that. Nope, Ghost Killer is in center house. And Nova playing behind the truck on lane 1. So not as far pushed out as I thought they would be. Not as far pushed out as what Grim Tide was on defense.
In the middle. Where lane 3?
Oh, NPC John here, I think is going to be the next.
Yeah, no doubt they did. They called him out. Nova does pick up Crusader. Looking underneath the truck.
Yeah.
Yiku gets NPC John.
All right, leaves 3 left up on Grim Tide. 1 Creeper being a sneaky little snake down lane 2. Trying to make his way. Ghost Killer takes out Bones from center house.
Mystery
Mystery
gets
picking
Silent
up.
Night.
Yep.
Reaper, beautiful push there.
Yep. Picks up Ghost Killer to the center house. That's going to free up that center house just a little bit. Nova does still have a decent line on lane 2. Playing
Reaper
more of an
really
ambush.
slow.
Yeah.
Really slow
Nova
to push
playing.
that line on Nova, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Nova playing the ambush spot, trying to go off those sound cues.
Reaper is not giving him any.
Nothing at all.
There it was. Reaper got crunchy, just a little onward timing. Nova peaked just as Reaper dropped. Oh.
Oh, Yikui and Mystery
Trade
leaving a
headshots.
Yeah, leaving Grimtide with just Reaper coming up on lane 1. Scopey should have a pretty decent line heading that way, and Nova's right there. So you should see them go back to back, kind of having some crossfire-ish. Yeah,
There
they're
it
both
is.
watching each other's box. Yep, 100%.
It's a really good defense for Reaper might get Nova if Nova gets in between Scopey and Reaper there. That's what it looks like is happening.
Yeah, he keeps traveling. Oh, yep. But
And
Scopey was able to pick up the Reaper at the end. And Rekt takes that point.
Equi putting in the work on that one for Rekt, 4-2.
That brings it to a 3-2.
That brings it to a 3-2.
So Rekt does have a chance to tie it up right here.
Absolutely. See what map they bring up next. I suppose I can maybe start pushing buttons here to get the map loaded from my side. Coming into map 7. Teams have been pretty good about picking maps quickly. There hasn't been all that many slowdowns.
That's right.
We are going over to Cargo. This is going to be fast and furious.
100%. The infamous Cargo. Here we go. Both of these teams very comfortable on this map. Should see a fight for the center. Heavy pushes. Lots of util usage. Smokes, flashes. And occasionally a couple of grenades.
I was going to say before I even had a chance to look, as it was loading, I was thinking center diamond. I was almost ready to put money on center diamond. It's always center diamond.
Oh, no. We got the North Red container just
Yeah.
outside of it. Yep.
North red container on the south side, because there is two objectives here, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's one on the just north of it, and one where we are right now in the south.
So this I mean, it's cargo. This is a small map. The first thing we're going to see is utility come out from both sides. You're going to see offensive smokes, defensive smokes, people trying to push to control that center, control those lines. And because it's such a small map, the players know where everybody else is going to want to go.
Yep, no doubt. You see some very good flick shots coming up here, some really good reflexes. A fight for the center, trying to control that center. Once you have numbers advantage, you should probably see 1 or 2 flanks coming out.
Yep.
And yep, everything's going to happen relatively quick. Relatively quick. I think the fastest cargo round I saw was like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
Everything was done and over really, really quick. So.
Oh, I'm wondering if I should just leave the Goodyear blimp point of view here and just, let them cook. I don't think there's a good way to get player POV on a map this quick, but we'll do our best.
Oh man.
Just making sure. Oh, it looks like Rekt might have had a drop there. Ghost Killer Nova, Silent Knight, Equi. Who did they lose? Crusader. No, never mind. That's on Grimtide. Huh. So that's going to be the hold up here. Oh, there looks like they're going to play it with 4. So no use keeping it quiet on this map.
No doubt.
Hey, can we win this? Cause like I'm so fucking tired right now.
All right, here we go. Here's that fight towards them for the middle that we talked about. All the utility, smokes, flashes, nades.
Nova gets John downed with the grenade there.
I have been down.
Silent Knight kills Ghost Killer.
I got the res. Okay, it's
Heavy tunnel side push coming from Grimtide.
That was a really good grenade.
Bone attempting to keep people's heads down. Here they are pushing towards the center. That was like almost another team kill.
Oh. Equi able to get this. Wow, okay. Nova able to get Crusader.
Yeah, that was a good flick around for Nova. Equi
gets
getting Reaper.
And just like that, Rekt has 3-2 advantage.
Starting with 4, early team kill coming up in for Rekt, and they take the advantage. Good freaking good push there by Nova. That was great.
It's all up to Bone on this one.
Now, if Rekt does pull off cargo,
We're into overtime.
that makes it a 3-3. And then the first to win a map wins the match.
That's right. And their teams are running out of options. The map list is not that long when you're playing 7, 8, 9 maps.
That's
So
right.
You'll start seeing
right.
maps that the teams didn't want to play.
Only custom so far that's been played is Arctic, so we could start seeing some customs coming in.
Good use of the crack in the door there by Bone.
Yeah, Nova's doing the same thing on the other side. Oh,
Nice.
Bone able to pick up Silent Knight. Great job. Now they know where he's at. You should see a rotation coming from Bone here somewhere.
That was the first Grimtide kill on this map, though. Or on this, on this,
That is true.
On this objective.
That is true. Yeah, they had Rekt had that team kill really early on. looking at that mini map, you can tell that they allowed Grimtide to get really, really close to objective, and then killed them all
Yeah. All those kills in the same spot.
in the same spot. Really good overlapping lines, and really shutting that down. Nova rotating over towards the pipes, looking for that early line.
With such a small map, the 6 minutes gives you lots of time for rotations, lots of time to get creative.
Yep, no doubt. And once you get past the first 30-40 seconds of this map, things start slowing down a bit. Get a pick, rotate off. Get a pick, rotate off.
Yeah.
Start slowly making your way in.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but here comes Bone. He's pushing center now. Yeekwe holding that line.
Yeekwe's being extra quiet here. Whoa!
Bone's able to pick up Nova
through the
down
crack.
to a 1v1. Oh, and Yeekwe, being a sneaky little snake, able to turn that corner and pick up Bone. Bone put in some work.
100%.
Bone, absolutely. Yep, it was a 3v1, and he was able to bring it back down to a 1v1. So good, very good try by Bone there.
That I'm gonna clip that later. That kill by Bone through the headshot through the crack on the red door there. That's that shot of the game as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So Rekt able to take the first point on Cargo, which means best that Grimtide could hope for is I guess a cap. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. If Grimtide can tie it or cap it, they win.
Yep.
So all they got to do is hold their defense. Well, obviously they can't cap it, so they need to hold their defense here, and as long as they hold the defense, they win right here.
Yep.
Early 203 smokes coming in. All the smoke, C4s, utilities.
Crusader is able to get down into
Nice. Yeah, nice nade coming in from Silent Night.
One moving lane forward.
What a wicked line by Reaper. Nice and low.
Crusader still just hanging out there in center 3 or center 2 and playing sound cues. Yeekwe making his push in towards center 4.
Silent Knight's gonna have a lot of resistance. Yeekwe takes
he-
mystery.
Lane 4, lane 4.
33.
NPC John with the attempted frag onto Yeekwe.
Grimtide has a good count. I heard them calling a 43 there.
Lane 2, he's moving to center 2.
Center 2?
He was around there.
That is a good call out on center 2.
That frag would have been right on it.
were able to get Equi.
Yep. No. NPC John might. Yep, there it is, right there, and that is it. That is it. Way to hold down Cargo and win the match.
100%. Equi being the top fragger in that one. 4-1. Pull ourselves over to the commentary screen here.
Very good match. Very good match. I was as fast and excited as it was. Great job to all the players. Good heads-up play. We saw some amazing shots. Man, I'm digging this format, man. I really am.
Yeah, you and I both, buddy. This the 7 maps went down just under an hour and a half. It's 10:30 Eastern now. Map 1 started around 9:05 Eastern.
Yep. So
we're just under an hour and a half, right in line with the time that a more conventional format would have taken. But I like this a lot better. I like the variety. I don't think the teams have as much control over what they're going to see because it's a random objective and there's so many maps.
Yep.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm digging it. Like I said, it keeps it fresh. You never really know which objective you're going to get. Like I said, you could pick Cargo, hoping for, as an offense, hoping you get that center diamond objective because it's definitely the most capable objective in Cargo, and then you end up with the North Red crate there, like we just saw. So definitely puts a little bit more emphasis on the offense and the marsoc rounds. And man, I'm digging it. This is awesome.
Absolutely, man. What a great match between Grimtide and Rekt. These teams, we knew coming in that they're aggressive, they're fast, and they're very closely matched. And I think it shows. 3 points to 2 at the end of 7 maps. That means they only tied 2 maps, which would have been Bazaar and Cargo. Everywhere else, somebody took a point. So that's probably a best case scenario, best possible outcome for this format. Super exciting the whole way through. Not a whole lot of ties.
Yeah.
That's all 100%. I got. That was awesome.
Yep, 100%. This is by far the closest matchup in this format that I've seen yet. So hats off to Grimtide and Rekt for putting on a great show.
100%. I hope to see more of this format. Everyone in the chat, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for sticking around for the 2 minutes here after the last map. And we'll catch you guys next time. MajorCaptDoctore, thank you so much for joining me again on the cast. Your commentary is always appreciated and always saves me from some awkward silences, buddy.
Absolutely, buddy. You have a great rest of the night, and everybody online. We'll see you later. Yay, yay.
Yeah.
Life just happened.
John Wick, man.